Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is CPI. It's Thursday. Who's ready to rumble? What a wick down that was. Hiya. It's crazy how boring and choppy yesterday was in the morning. So glad I ended up taking that long out for break even. Ended up just dropping lower. To be honest with you, looking at like the 4 hour, it's not as clean as I'd like it to be. What's your bias? Vote in the chat. Vote in the chat what your bias is. I got my bagel. Doesn't look that great, to be honest. It's a little bit overcooked, in my humble opinion. What's in the bagel is cream cheese. Scallion cream cheese. I also got my OJ. Natalie's freshly handcrafted orange juice. Okay. Well, let's see what the chat's voted. 3 minutes till to open. Vote, vote, vote. 413 votes are in. I'm going to close the poll as soon as it hits 500. Tanya, may I ask your chair reference? Looks comfort AF. Can't remember. Let me just try to remember. I'll try to find it for you. It is mad comfy. It's like affordable. It's very affordable for a chair. I think it's like $150, $200 max. I like better than the Herman Miller like $1,000 chair. And you guys know I don't like skimp out on the chairs. I have a Herman Miller $8,000 Eames chair. But I tried their desktop chairs, like their desk chairs. I could not enjoy it. Could not do it. I'll find it for you. I found it. There you go. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Whoever asked me what my chair is. How much is it? Oh, it's not. It says like currently unavailable. Whoops. It's the Colamy. Ergonomic mesh chair. The Colamy. COLAMY. Oh, it's like 200 something. Hmm. Here's the open. I mean, you guys look like you could be bullish. I'm closing the poll, but 60% bullish. I just don't see a good setup. Kind of like yesterday. So it's disappointing because, if I'm coming in for CPI, I mean, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. It's typically at CPI, like reversals around 10. But it ain't looking that great. Just a structure. I honestly want us to hit these PPI data highs, all-time highs for NASDAQ. What pie you eating, mommy? No, I'm eating a bagel. Someone said secret lab chairs are the best. No, they're not. I don't like those. Those are not comfy. There's no 10 a.m. news. No. Oh my god. Hmm. I'm done with my bagel yet. We're inside. We're inside yesterday's range. Come on, brother. What did CPI come in as? I'm just wondering. Actual 0. It's exactly as forecasted. For core CPI, and then the actual CPI is a little bit more, 1.1% more. Okay, so pretty much as expected. Okay. Inflation. Yeah, today is 9/11, September 11th. Let's have a moment of silence, actually. Thank you. It's crazy. What year is it right now? It's happened 24 years ago. I was only 3 years old when that happened, so I don't really remember much. Or I was less than 3 years, 2.5. But I remember the aftermath more. AO Keys goes, damn, I thought you were at least 35. That's crazy, bro. I don't look 35. The fuck? You guys better watch your mouth. I'm not gonna do any more giveaways. You guys always be calling me looking old and shit. I'm 27. I guess trading ages you. Or live streaming ages you. I thought 26, 27. That's right. Because I'm mature, maybe. People always thought I was older than them because I would, like, train them in my job. Like, when I was in doing, like, research lab work, I would train people that were, like, older than me because I was there longer than them. And then they'd be like, what the hell? Wait, you're 21? I thought you were, like, 25. Hola, flaca. Hola. What are we gonna do, you guys? We're just inside the previous day's range, you know? Bullish, I mean, I couldn't be bullish. There's no sweep of a sell side, but here, what sell side would I wait to get taken first? If CPI data lows all the way here. For me to short, I would want one of them to take out the previous day high or these PPI data highs, essentially. And maybe a SMT. There's dead ass nothing. Someone said, I thought you were 42. Who is that? Wait, let me find that person. Let me see. What are we gonna do? I thought you were 42. You're gonna be put in timeout for 10 minutes. That's crazy, bro. That one's fucking crazy. You guys, I go to a med spa and they scan my face, okay? They scan my face every time I get in there to see, like, and then there's like this fancy ass thing. It's like ranks your pores, your hyperpigmentation, all that shit, and it tells you your skin age at the end. I get 25, and actually the last time I got in there, it was 23. I got younger. So you got an objective measurement there. I actually never think, I don't think I look old at all. It's probably my early morning voice. My deeper voice, who knows? It's my knowledge. I get that. I'm honestly fine, because like if people think you're younger, you get disrespected, and more people don't take you seriously, so it's fine. I'm like the younger, I'm always like the third youngest of my cousins on both sides of the family. And see, if people don't listen to what I say, people don't pay attention. Like, even like the simplest of things. Like, one of my cousins was like, oh, I watched this movie, it was so good. It was called Okay. My cousin was like, oh, I watched this movie, it was so good. It was called Chelad or whatever. And he's like, I don't know how to say that in English. And I was like, oh, like beekeeper. And he's like, no. That's like way too long a word. That's 2 words. It's not beekeeper. I'm like, all right, fine. I don't care. Like, I just like don't react at all. And then he's Googling it, the translation. And he's like, oh yeah, Chalar does mean beekeeper. And I was just like, but you said it didn't. Wait a second. Tanya, I love you. Please give me 100K, says Bastoch. That's wild. Like 20. That's probably not true. Tanya eres bellissima. Thank you. Never say to a woman she looks old. Dead ass. I look like your grandma when she was in her youth. Okay. Now there are a bunch of people saying they thought I looked 12. You look 16. Can I get a free eval, LMAO? I made a mistake though. I did tell my cousin how much I pay in rent, and that is just way different. I never told anyone before, and it's just like way different in Europe. And I knew that it is, but I think like his girlfriend like guessed, and I was just like, yeah. And the European mind cannot comprehend New York rent. So I think that was a mistake. Hope they don't get, jealous or talk poorly. I don't think majority in USA can comprehend NYC rent. Yeah. No. How much do I pay for rent? I think I've said it one time on the stream. It was a 2-bed, 2-bathroom in New York City. Like 1,200 square feet with a nice view. You guys, like, guess in the chat. I'm sure you'll get it. Someone will get it. It's more than 5,000. It's 7K. Yeah, most people did get it, right? There you go. That's a good price, actually. That is a good price. It's just crazy to say, but it's like, full amenities. It's nice. Pool, gym, whatever, music room, golf simulator, which is the best part. Doormat and whatever. It's worth it. I wanted like a doorman building for peace of mind, so you're going to get a full amenities. So you got to pay the price. It's a mortgage for a really nice house in most places. I know that. But location's everything, babes. Get you a pent in Houston, probably. But, it's not New York City. There's a lot of cultural things to do here. You know what I would get in Croatia for that money? I'm probably a lot. I don't know. I think that over there the rents are like 500 to 700 euro a month, pretty much. So that's why I should not have told them. Yeah. Probably like that idiot. She's an idiot. They each their own, bro. Each their own. Some people want to be in the wilderness in a cabin. Some people want to be in the city. Like, I'm born and raised here, and my family's here, so paying that's better than. I forgot, I retweeted it yesterday. It's like that's the most happy you'll be. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy if I moved to like Dubai or like Florida because my family's not there. I'm not gonna move my family either if this is all they know here. So I like this one. Trust me on this. Nothing will improve your quality of life more than proximity to people you love. It's worth more than any job will ever pay you. Granted, I can find something that's cheaper, but I like location and safety. Nice views. So this is one of the bedrooms is my office. But it's funny because I have friends in the area and they they have roommates and such, so I guess that's how they know to hear them like, oh, I don't have a roommate, and then they're like, you're paying for 2 bed. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, money won't buy you happiness, but it will eliminate a lot of sadness. can buy you time and freedom too. That's where the happiness comes from, knowing what to do with that time and purpose and stuff. Trading's freaking boring. Like, you have a lot of time on your hands, so. Especially if you don't take a trade. Yesterday my assistant came over, he did a lot of work. She'll come over on Friday too. I'll do more content and stuff. More like long videos. The thing is, if I take like two, three trades in a session, I'm exhausted at the end of that session, right? I'm exhausted. It's actually one of my rules, and I'll share it in my stream right now what I'm doing. Because it's so hard to, like, I have long-term goals, right? Super long-term, which is like, okay, I want to buy like a 6-family home and buy some more big rental properties. And when you have like a big long-term goal like that, it's really hard to stay motivated if it's like that big. You have to break it up into chunks and stuff. But for that's like one huge long-term goal. So for me to start focus on the process more, right? Because I'm a perfectionist, right? And I found myself beating myself up for just the tiniest of things. I don't even know why I was highlighting here. We didn't even take any cells. So we just came back into midnight. But we're not doing much, so I'm going to continue talking about this. I'm going to continue talking about this. I'm going to have these data highs, CPI data highs, lows, and PPI data highs. And I honestly just want us to hit one of these first before I take a trade. And then I'd probably look for reversal. Okay. So until that happens, trading's boring, so. So what I was doing was I was like being too perfectionist about sort of the outcome. You're like, oh, I could have squeezed something more out of that if I decided to cut the trade there instead of just trailing my stop or something like that, right? But focus too much on the outcome and like just the short term. For example, it's so hard if I'm on stream and I take 2 losses in a row. It's just mentally hard for me because like the chat, honestly, like people are like, damn, like you suck or something. Even though I know logically, like, oh, it's 2 trades. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny sample size. Doesn't mean anything at all. And that, in fact, that's very normal to happen. And it's going to happen all the time. But it still sucks. But anyway, so I want to focus on the outcome. I mean, the process more than the outcome. And it's okay to be a perfectionist with your process. And that'll actually help you out. So I have like a calendar, and I have every day I have 3 rules I have to follow process-wise. Here we are. ES took PPI data highs from yesterday. So that's previous daily high. So I got a little physical calendar. And every day I either put a check or an X on it based on whether if I follow these 3 rules, I get a green check. If I didn't follow it, put a red X. And the reward for me there, because again, like I said, like a boring monetary value, like saying like, oh, I get to spend $1,000 on a shopping spree or something. That's not going to make any motivation for me. It's like it took me a while to figure out what would motivate me. It's like experiences, and I like Michelin star restaurants. I like restaurants. I like the chef's tasting and the wine pairing and all that jazz, right? When I was in Croatia, I went to 2 Michelin star restaurants. So good. So anyway, so if I follow most 3 rules and I get a green check, right? If I do follow that 80% of the month, 80% of the days, because you have to like just add a little bit of error. Like, you're not perfect. But you should still strive to get as much as possible. If I do that, then I get to go to a Michelin star restaurant at the end of the month. I have a whole list of restaurants I want to go to. In like New York, there's endless restaurants, right? So that's what I'm doing. And I'm sure there's like so many people in the chat asking like, what are those like 3 rules? And number 1, I think I mentioned on Ninja Trader this week. I didn't mention the other 2 though. So I'll say it to my stream right now. But this is all very personal, just saying, because like, I don't know, whatever work, like obviously my motivation, it's not going to work for everybody in the chat or most people in the chat. You know, find whatever will motivate you. It was a little prize at the end of the month, just like splitting up into smaller chunks. Because then, anyway, that restaurant is going to be paid for itself by following the process. I'm going to make money straight up. The money I made from trading is going to pay for that, right? So, let me think 1 second. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 80% sleep score. So I need an 80% that night from that night's sleep score. Like, so every day I get like a text from my bed on how well I slept. Today's an 85. And actually, you guys, what's crazy is ever since I started this, ever since I came back from Croatia too, I am on a streak for my sleep score. Never have I had like, today's a 9th green day in a row of 80% and above on my sleep score. It's insane. Never ever have I done that before. Before, my streak was like 4 days. I would never have like 3 good days. Very rarely more than 3 good days of sleep in a row. Now I've got 9. It's insane. So anyway, that's the first rule I have to see if I followed. The second rule is pretty simple. Is that I have to be at my desk and like look at charts, start analyzing charts at 9 a.m. So that gives me enough time before I stream and enough time before the open to get a sense for things. So I'm not just like procrastinating that I'm coming in late, just walking in, you know, you got to be prepared. And then the last one, which is harder than it sounds, like I know everyone who's a trader knows how hard it is to step away. And it's funny because when I told my people, regular friends in real life that are normies, right? They're not traders. They didn't get it. They're like, oh, that's easy. Or like, that's the easiest part, right? When I said the last rule is that after my stream and after my morning session trading is done, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's done. I have to take at least a 10-minute break. Like, I have to step away at least for 10 minutes. Because it is just simply hard to just pull yourself away from the charts. You could easily just stare and get yourself into trades for no reason. Right? That is the hardest part. Also, going to sleep on time is hard. One of the hardest parts for me. But so far, I'm doing very well. So I need to get 24 green checks this month. And I think I have... Today's 11th. I think I have 9 checks. I think I have 2 red X's. And I'm also doing it like on the weekends. They count for the sleep score counts, so that I don't cheat on the weekends and go to sleep late. And then like, you know, on Monday I have to start all over again and you're like in the sleep debt situation. So I just shared that. I hope that that's kind of helpful. Kind of idea of it's my motivator there. And those are just 3 very simple things, like cut black and white, dry about like my process about that. And eventually, once I get those like things really ingrained in my habits where I don't have to do that thing on my calendar anymore about that, then like I add other things. Someone said, why you banned me? I didn't ban you. If you could type in the chat, brother. Code Dog Gear, your message got deleted by my by my assistant where it said pay attention to chart. Dude, I'm paying attention. I said that ES hit the PPI highs, and I would want to look for like a reversal after that. There's no reversal yet. I'm noting this FEG that we created after that. So pretty much am paying attention. I'm drawing while talking too. I'm gonna put this into a bullish, beautiful green. The book, The Mental Game of Trading, help you become a better, more consistent trader. Yeah, I think that Jared Tendler is really, really good at his job. And he's a good author. It said, bro, how does Apple affect NQ? Come on, brother. Heat maps, stocks, S&P 500. You can see these are all the stocks in ES right here. Okay? This is what the whole market, ES, S&P 500 looks like. And all of this is weighted by their market cap for how large they are. And you see Apple's up 1%. And I can click this, I can click whatever I want. So I can hit the Russell, RTY, I can do Dow Jones, YM. Here's NASDAQ, NQ. So there's 100 stocks in the NASDAQ, right? You can see that's how Apple affects the NASDAQ. It's not much of a percentage of, it's a large chunk of the NASDAQ, bro. We're very mixed on the day, so that's why I kind of do like to look at this stuff to see what the sentiment's like. Oracle's down. Well, Oracle was up like freaking 30% the other day. Remember, you guys? Oracle's in charge of it has all the databases that software companies use. Crazy. So Apple's like better than it is yesterday. I hit that daily low that I had marked out, and it's bouncing from there. Huh, isn't that interesting? Yeah. On the weekly. Yeah, it's just hanging around, so. What is this? 950? I marked out 950, and I wanted to see 950 to 1010 macro, and. Reach down to here. This little bullish FEG. But since then, we didn't make any more bullish fair value gaps. We're not doing much today, you guys. It's kind of disappointing. It's CPI, you know. I would think would have been better. It's my favorite day of the monthly trade. It's not like 87 points in NASDAQ. In ES, it is 21 points. We made a new all-time high in ES, you know. It's not just that we took PPI or previous day high. Like, we can put all-time highs. For ES. So this is like now the 5th time that ES has hit all-time highs. Made new all-time highs, and NASDAQ has not. On the daily. Since, when is it? Since this day? August 13th, right? If I go to August 13th, I still have those all-time highs, 24,000 on NASDAQ marked out. So, since that day on ES, the 13th, we made a new all-time high here once, twice, 3 times, yesterday 4 times. NASDAQ didn't hit it because you're here, and then today, 5th time. Like, I don't want to make a tweet about that. I feel like it's worthy to note. Stay on the 2-minute for a little bit. Since August 13th. Since August 13th, ES has made a new all-time high on the daily chart 5 times. A total of 5 times. While Q has not done so once. You know what's crazy? Honestly, I'm staying off Twitter a little bit. Actually, that's a lie. I'm still looking at Twitter. It's just insane. My feed is just I keep seeing murders, people dead, people dying, blood and everything, and it's extremely sad. And I pray for their families. Pray for Charlie Kirk's family. That's just simply shocking. That like an activist or influencer, whatever you want to call him. He's kind of like a Ben Shapiro. I don't really watch his things. His stuff would pop up on my Twitter a lot, but so I know who he is. But he got assassinated yesterday. That's scary. That's a scary time to be living in where, he's not even a politician. As well as super, super sad. The stabbing on the train, the Ukrainian refugee. I think her name is Irina, right? Zarutska, right? Irina Zarutska. She was just killed on the train in Charlotte from behind, stabbed, and left bleeding out to die. Extremely, extremely sad. My heart goes out to her family. And it's insane how Twitter, what's insane is that there's people that they're just in their own bubble. Like, there's liberals. Obviously, I live in New York City. There's a lot of liberals here. So I see it on, like, my other social medias, like my Instagram, my personal Instagram, I would just follow, like, people, my friends, right? And people are just so caught up in their freaking liberal bubble, and it's disgusting. It's gross. And I'm not a liberal. So but I do get to see then both sides of the narrative, where on my Twitter, it's, conservative. And Twitter is more conservative media and stuff like that. So I see that there. And then if I go to my other, like, personal Instagram, I see what my friends, or not even friends, it's like people I went to college with, extremely liberal college, what they're posting on their shit. And it's like, gross. It's good to just limit your social media when it's making you angry too. Someone said chart of 1 minute. Yeah, and that's crazy how, like, the liberal media's not covered that death. Isn't that insane? Like, it was all over Twitter and I would not see anything on the New York Times about it. And so we can clearly see structure. Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk and Irina Zarutska. Yeah, Sushi Roll saw the video on the train. No one helped her. I know. That's what a low trust society looks like. Sad. And then I went on the train actually the other day, and I was like, you know what? No, it's just like I wasn't on the train in a while, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue Ubering because I feel paranoid. Way too paranoid right now. In New York City. This is kind of weird to me because NASDAQ? Not really near its previous day high. PPI data highs, we'll put previous day high. / PPI data highs. It's definitely just kind of ugly. ES versus ES made a new all-time high. It took out that previous day high, and it's just been running up higher and higher. And I can't really be long in a situation like that. I don't really see anywhere where I would have gone long anyway. There was not really any sort of 15-minute hourly SMT that I was interested in looking, to go long there. But I was bullish, and you can't really can you imagine how many people were just long at the open, got stopped out here or something? Did it make equal low there? Did this take this out actually? Made an equal low. I would never really long with equal lows below. Also, a no SMT, just not really any kind of liquidity sweep. So it's definitely odd here. The videos are too graphic and sad, yeah. Crypto 212 is put in all caps. She is stupid. We can clearly see buy structure. Okay, Crypto 212. Let me know, tag me on Twitter in your trades. Let me see that you did it. That you took the buy then. Why are you so triggered, bro? But you don't think conservatives are caught up in their own bubble? I think everyone is. I think that's the issue with society. I think people are just in their own echo chambers. Yeah, don't use public transport, yeah. What do you expect people to do? Become Superman? LOL, what the F? Y'all wouldn't have done shit either. I would have at least called 911. I wouldn't have walked away. I was an RA. I've done plenty of emergency issues and stuff, so. And I've called 911 before in plenty of situations in New York. A few times, actually. Not been a bystander, even just few situations I'm not going to get into, actually. Hard to trade market when it's at its highs. Yeah, when it's at all-time highs, it is. Kind of disappointed. I didn't think that. I thought that today would be more of a trendy day. Looking at NASDAQ. Yeah, this is not a trend day. You had the gap up. How much of it did it fill? Or did we close this day? Open this day? 50%. It's here. Someone said, yeah, nobody should be picking a side, liberal versus conservative, as a civilian. I mean, I'm a moderate, but the thing is, left is so far left nowadays that moderate is like conservative now. Or I was a moderate, now I'm conservative because I've been radicalized in that sense, because the left is just way too left. I was more left when I was in college. They brainwash you, they straight up do. As a New Zealander, New York is like GTA, bro. I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't play GTA. I think the Long Island Expressway is like GTA, like the driving on there. I just joined the stream. Manzunga says, I'm in a red state. I've been seen as super liberals and moderate. The extremes on both sides are annoying as AF, yeah. Left one off the cliff, left. I know. I don't know, guys. It's. Ugh. If you look at like just even debates from like 10 years ago, it was so different. There was much more respect and there was much more professional and civilized. And granted, sure, the debates recently are funny as hell. They're funny. But like, this is about like I don't think politics are meant to be funny. I think you guys know I'm into golf. I think that I saw a clip of them arguing about golf, and that was actually so funny to me. When am I going to interview Jade Cap? I have an interview up with him already, but I do think that we're overdue for a updated one. What do you guys think? Because I interviewed him before he made the Apex history as like the largest payout, I think even in futures prop firm history. And then what ended up happening? I went to Miami again. He was there. And then it was just kind of like we didn't have the time. Because, yeah, he went on the yacht. I went to the game. For the Miami Heat game. They lost so terribly. But whatever. I didn't pay for those tickets. They were gifted to me. It would be rude to decline. What was it? Let me think. I don't remember who they were playing. But they got destroyed. But yeah, so we didn't have the time. So maybe when he's back in New York, because he's like upstate New York a little bit. Well, I don't think that the upstate New Yorkers consider that upstate, but if you live from New York City, you consider everything like Westchester and above as upstate. And if there's any New Yorkers that are from upstate in the chat, they're gonna have some words about that. These are equal lows on ES, right? The low 552, this low at 552. I can't believe that the price is like this today. It's very, very, very blah. A lot of people saying she's been sick, and a lot of people commenting on their report saying like now NQ will do it now. That NQ will make new all-time highs now, but not yet. I think they wrote that around here. But yeah, I mean, in short, I've been, like I said, I live in New York City, and I've been radicalized to be a conservative. Why? Because I've just seen how, like, this money is mismanaged all the time. Pay a ton in taxes. It's not used for what? I don't know. It's definitely, I see the corruption going on. And, like, why are my taxes being used, or, like, they were used for a long time to house migrants in hotels, literally in like 3-star, 4-star hotels, and they were given literally like debit cards. And that makes me really mad and annoyed because I mean my own parents were immigrants here in the U.S. in the 80s. No one gave them anything. They didn't get any money from the government. Nothing. You know, so I don't think that we should. I think if you decide to leave your home country, you need to, figure it out yourself. You can't get on government payouts on people who are paying taxes and citizens, and then you're leaving like citizens on the street. It's insane. And then there's a huge homeless problem, a huge drug problem, and I can go on and on about the opioid, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. The fentanyl crisis, the opioid crisis, the crime, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Someone said this chop is because we're at all-time highs, guys. Not much to do. You don't see something clean. Yeah, I know. See who's on the leaderboard in the chat today. I haven't looked at that in a while. I think YouTube did something new here. It's like they said I can see who's the Moondog, Beyond, Dree, O Drama, Eric Vasquez, SR7NYC. I recognize you. Chris Marshall, Convit, Convita Morte, Irvin Pacheco, Doha 1791, and Hamza FX51. Futures Novice Casino Money. I think if you type more in the chat, then you get more like get points. Which is actually I don't mind that, because then I get to see who's a regular in the chat more often. Price action is poo. Yeah. Yes. Kane. Just my parents did in the late 80s. That's why I'm very anti-communist. Communism does not work. That's why I'm anti-liberal. Because my parents left a communist country, former Yugoslavia, in like the late 80s, way before the Civil War broke out there. But they literally left because they could not live. They could not afford to live there. So my mom was making $100 a month. She was working in a hospital. Like, she was a lab technician. You know, like testing blood and stuff. She's extremely smart. She had top scores in her high school. Neither of my parents went to college, though, because, again, they could not afford to do so. So they couldn't afford to move to where the college was and afford rent. So, but my dad's a truck mechanic, so he just went to like the specialized trade school for high school. I mean, yeah, so that definitely helped my family. He knew a very important skill. So that's transferable in the US and everything, so that was good. Stable job. And he hates electric vehicles, and I will not get one. If I were to get a car, talked about that on this. Can I give my views on the market structure? Yeah, I've said, I said I wanted either PPI highs or CPI data lows to get taken to look for like a reversal trade after that potential. ES though took all-time highs, no signs of reversal yet at all, right? So I marked out this bullish FEG in case that it was going to invert it, and no, it just strongly rocketed from there and continues to just kind of squeeze up higher. I feel like a lot of people that were trying to short the market are in pain, or were in pain. They got kind of squeezed out of there. Meanwhile, NASDAQ, a whole lot of nothing. So, you know, you have that S&T at the all-time highs, previous day high now. And it's kind of like, well, looking for a reversal, there's not really much for me to look for because ES is still very strong. NASDAQ could then just catch up to here. Though that's the point, is NASDAQ's just ranging. For me to look to get into a trade would be, I mean, I would need to see some more momentum. What's the first presented FEG in NASDAQ? It's here, right? Like, I would love to be long. It's like, just literally, there's not really a safe stop where I would feel comfortable. It's very much like yesterday, I feel like. Right? Because yesterday, I did end up taking a long setup. Where was it? I was long yesterday from like here. And I just took it off here. Because it literally was going nowhere. And yeah, then we just rolled steady grind lower. Where's that person yesterday when they wrote, after I held for 30 minutes yesterday, someone in the chat wrote, Tanya, and I canceled at break even after this retracement because it didn't make a new high, right? It's just reviewing real quick. Didn't make a new high, wicked it, no FEGs. Came back and I was like, okay, yeah, well, I held this for like 25 minutes, even longer probably, actually. Like, I'm going to cancel it now because I gave it time. Someone wrote, she can't hold through a retracement. She canceled at break even. And after this candle, people were like, no, look, now it's going to go. No, I'm glad I made the right decision there because look what we did. We went lower. We stalled and we went lower. So it's very much feels like yesterday. I mean, we didn't even take out a pre-market low for me to want to go long. Just no momentum. I mean, ES has some momentum, but where the hell are you going to target at all-time highs? What you can do is like take standard deviation projections. Oh, I don't even have any of those. Where would you go on the 4 hour? Where do we like manipulate? Is here last Wednesday, the 10th? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday we went to here. Okay. Yeah, you can get to 6,600. The 4 hour ES, right? Bullish FEG here from yesterday. The humongous 15-minute here. There's equal lows down here. That's why I feel uncomfortable longing. As well as Nasdaq doing nothing, bro. It's kind of crazy. Price action hasn't been that good for like a few days now. Monday, no trade from me. Tuesday, no trade. I took a tiny win, short scalp after like 11 on Monday, I think. Tuesday, nothing. What's yesterday? Wednesday? Wednesday, tried that long to cut it for break even after it took forever. Here, I mean, I'm still bullish, but I can't really find a reason to go long. This is the hourly. 15. And a good structure to go long off of. You guys think that Nasdaq will hit all new all-time highs today? Finally, after ES hitting new all-time highs 5 times. Let me ask the chat. Put a poll. Yes or no? Probably a lot of people voting yes now that it's started to turn. The thing is, I mean, like I said, dude, it's just like what liquidity was taken. Is that the only one I could see that people argue for is that CPI took liquidity, because it did drop below these lows, trend line liquidity, whatever you want to say, hourly trend line, 15-minute. So this 15-minute BPR at 3:30, but it's just been like a sloppy way getting back up there. Chat, what did you vote? I'm sure people voted 69% yes. 69% said yes. You guys think that NASDAQ will hit all-time highs today? Still got like 50 points until then. I could see that happening. What's the ATR? Real quick. 270, and today we moved about 170. And I wish that we moved more already. Very high resistance day. just going to keep kind of measuring out this leg. This is up 3%. What time is it? It's 10:42. Jeez. Are we going to find a trade today is the question. I mean, I probably would try to retrace to 50% of that leg. 983. Okay, so I'm gonna put that limit fill in. If I get filled, then I'll try it. Mm-hmm. You finally got some displacements to the upside. And yeah, I mean, I get the idea that the CPI took some liquidity out and didn't have to do it again, I guess. And we just haven't broken a leg, right? So I might as well join in if I do think that we're going to hit, which I do. I think it's overdue that we hit all-time highs and previous day high. It's a matter of, am I going to get filled? And then also, maybe I'll be wrong. We'll see. But it is about to be 1050. There seems to be a breaker, someone said. Probably. I'm like also cognizant of the fact it could retrace more than 50%. It could retrace to there's a right here, it's 978 in the threes, below 50%. This lower FEG here, and there's order blocks and other things. So, I could certainly be in drawdown for a bit. Mm-hmm. The one thing I do like is what was I thinking about Apple? Apple finally is starting to look stronger. They're hitting that daily low. 1050. Price action's been boring, you guys. We have barely a range. 111 points. Even if it hit 1R here, it's a new high here, I would be happy enough. See if I regret this immediately. Let's see. I didn't even get filled yet, but let's drop in pretty quickly. In my head, I'm like preparing myself for potentially holding in a bit of drawdown and coming down into this area again. Down into here too. I can be in a bit of drawdown for 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see. Didn't hit my bid yet. Alright. Make sure my stop is correct. 43, 47, 46, 75. 47. What's this level? 47? Yeah, okay. I got filled. Said I might be in a little bit of drawdown, like I said. Retrace a little deeper. So let's see how it goes. It did retrace into this lower bullish on the 3. My stop's just a low this leg. What am I going for? 20 or 44? Yeah. Yes, previous day high. Alright, that's a good wick so far. That would be really nice if that's it, the retracement. And not if there's no more down close candles. If that's it. It'd be kind of sick. Getting in on a wick. But we'll see. You can also just stall out. Decide to go mad slow. And it can also just stop me out. But I do like so far that it didn't just like blow through my stop, you know. Like typically I enter a trade kind of like this and I get stopped out, like happen immediately or the first like 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in. I entered in this candle. So I'm in profit for the first 2 minutes already. So that's good. And drawdown for only like less than a minute. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Let me know, chat, what do you think? It's risky. It is risky. Every trade is risky. Dropping again, which I don't like. I don't love it. Like I said, I would rather it just whip straight up from there. see, starting at 10:50. Honestly, like having this open on the 5-minute chart is helpful too, just for your psychology. Seeing that FEG and seeing the wicks, not getting too caught up in the smaller time frame. Here I have the 3 open. We'll see. Okay, honestly, from where I got filled, not much drawdown. Break even right now. Let's see what happens. Start seeing, be awesome to like close clean and quickly above this, swing high, that would be sick, and then just fly away. I could see that happening, I can envision it. Let's go Nazi poo. Yeah, Apple looks good. Nvidia bouncing off its lows. Meta. Okay. Stock heat map. Starting to look better. Get some power through this candle, it'll be sick. I kind of do enjoy seeing this, like, the green bar happening, though. That's entertaining. Kind of a good visual, honestly. So this 1 hour is just new high of day. So I've entered on 50%, right? So I did get to that. So when I mentioned that 618, did it get to that 618 or not? What's the low there? Exactly. It got ticked exactly there. Interesting. Alright, I want to see more strength past this swing high. Don't stop now. Don't stop now, buddy. Don't stop now. Keep going. Keep going. Hit the like button. I know a bunch of people are probably watching now. 2,300 people. As soon as I get into a trade. Kind of wild. It like boosts up by another 300, 400 people. I think people chit chat like, Tanya's in a trade right now. Tanya's in longs. Let's see what happens. She's gonna get stopped out. No, I don't think so. Oh shit, I'm in the same trade as Tanya trades. Just shit. I've seen all of that. Looks good. I really like what it looks like on the 5. So you just had to be brave and long in that retracement, have that limit fill in. I'm gonna keep holding. New hive day, new hive day. Come on, let's get it poppin'. Get it poppin'. So I did retrace during the 1050 macro into that area, and it's pretty much where I got filled during 1050 macro. I longed. So anyone that were trying to go short versus this high, they're probably gonna get stopped soon. Let's see it. Let's see it zoom past this high. And this high. Let me get some water. Yeah, it looks promising. Okay, it did go back up there. It stopped some people out there. I would have liked it to zoom past it. Someone asked me, can I enter now, Tanya? I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. It's not financial advice. Just gabbing. So trading strategies from markets says just gabbing and yet managed to catch a decent trade. Amazing. Tanya trades. That's what we do here. We yap. We yap until we see a good trade, then we enter. I can talk and I'm still paying attention. You see I'm drawing, and what's wild is though, like, I'm not even really thinking. It's like just comes automatically. But the trade's not over yet, so it is nice. We're up 27 points. Had drawdown for like 1 minute, not even. Right? Most drawdown I had was like 8 points. The trade's not over yet. Gotta see it make new high of day at least. At least, buddy. I would think that I would think that there's still more shorts people out of position trying to short versus here and there. I would think so. They're underwater. They have to get out of their positions. So it's like, continue to just mark out any bullish PDRAs. This was a nice one. I like that it rebalanced like this. It would be nice to see more upside. Now, I can imagine people getting out of their shorts. Hmm. I honestly imagine it to start unraveling soon. I hope. Just gotta sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. 15 probably looks good. Yep. I like Apple. It's near its highs of the day session right now. Like Meta's, all of the tech stocks are coming off its lows. Tesla's staying strong. So I don't see why it wouldn't come all the way here. We'll see. This is 1R already. See that stock heat map? Control R just to refresh it. Apple's 1% up. Alright, let's see. Let's get ready for the show here. That was a really nice. Just keeps going, hanging on. I just like imagine people that are, piling in shorts or holding their shorts, and then they're holding like drawdown, and then they're gonna get stopped. They're either getting out or they're going to get stopped. So I would imagine now I probably should have nice push up, kind of like this leg. That'd be nice. I got a minute left in this 5-minute candle. How long have I been in this trade for? I entered here 11:09, 17 minutes. It's been a while. It's kind of wild how I can pass the time pretty quickly. Huh. Okay. Right, because 17 minutes. 3 5-minute candles, 3.5 5-minute candles. Come on, Nasdaq, push. It's like Nasdaq's giving birth, and I'm trying to be supportive. Push. Like you're the doctor. And considering I entered basically based on like the 3 and the 5 minute. Did I? Oh, there's also one based on the 1, the 2 minute. Yeah, I want this to kind of play out by 11:30. That would be nice. Thanks, Tanya, for reminding to enter at low more than 50% retracement of last leg. Yeah, today I was patient, you guys. Today I was patient. I just kept noticing. Just kind of when I looked at the 5, I was like, well, it's never breaking the last leg. It's making its new swing high. It retraced pretty deeply here. Made a new swing high, retraced again deeply. So I'm like, okay, well, this one could retrace deeply too. And there's FEGs here, so I'm not going to go long up here, you know? I'm going to put a fib up, just enter at 50%. Just put the limit in, and then that way I'm not going to chase. Come on, come on. Push, push, push. Push. Hey, y'all. It's like you're in a delivery room right now. And I want ES to break it too. I mean, it looks great. Looks good. I think all the stocks are looking better. NVIDIA push back up too. Where's the NVIDIA at though? It's like near its highs on the daily. Yeah, so she's doing good. Oh my god. I'm just chilling, bro. To be honest, time passes by better if you're not just completely focused on each and every candle. God. Yeah, I can definitely put stop at break even now. Break this, if that would be breaking this low of these FEGs and midpoint of this, and coming so close to this new high day. I'd want to put stop at break even and hit new high day anyway. And it's so close, and it probably will. So stops at break even. Just gotta tell it to push. And also, if it did retrace to like again a deep retracement, I think my stop's still like below even 0.78. So yeah, let's go. Anyway, so right now it's a free trade. Good, really good entry. Virtually no drawdown. It's just taking a while. Which honestly, I wouldn't expect of CPI. It's a pretty small range day so far, so I wouldn't really expect it. Like most CPIs are fast and large ranges. The environment we're in right now, it's pretty slow. It's been 23 minutes in this trade. And that I just like pressed a shift key on TradingView, and then I drag, and then you can, it says the price. You can measure price or just time. It'll tell you 23 minutes. I see. There we go, new high of day. See it rip. Let's see it rip now. Rip it, rip it. We have a little spool action going finally. Get a little spool. That's a nice looking candle. That's a sexy candle. Alright, don't want to get too cocky by any means. I'm still watching other stocks and such. Apple actually retraced, which is interesting. Nvidia's perking up. Google. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Let's see it. Let's see it, buddy. I like that ES hit new hive day at the same time. It's looking real good. It's holding much high above like that new hive day, right? It's like 8 points above it. Oh, that'd be nice. Can we get a little spool? Little spool, buddy. We've been patient all week. Up 50 points is pretty good. Let's go. The spool is spooling. Let's fucking go. Spooling, buddy. Let's go. Target smash. Let's fucking go. Previous day high hit. There's still another, like, 23 points to go to all-time highs. GG's if you're holding to all-time highs. I think it could get there. I personally just want to take the easier money there. We can continue to watch, and we'll have the celebration if Nasdaq hits all-time highs. W. Hell yeah. $2,400 trade, Tanya, amazing. Yes, hell yeah. Exactly. I made $2,381 per account because you got to account a little bit for commission. But damn, you calculated that well. Good job. Where's the money gun? Where's the money gun? That deserves the money gun because what? Patient all week. I said CPI is my favorite day to trade. Patient today too. Yapping today. Shout out to everyone who watches through my Yapology 101, Japanese 101, you know, my fluent Japanese. But here we are. Patience pays, mofo. Oh my god. I fucking jammed this shit. No. Patience pays. Yeah, it is. It doesn't matter. Let's do something different, honestly. Let's just fucking throw it in the air. I'm fucking hyped right now. Not gonna lie, I'm hyped because waited all fucking week. Waited all week, bros and hoes, for a good trade. Finally, unjammed it. We'll be trying to gun it up in here. I hope. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, maybe the battery's out. No, we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. We gotta just do it the old-fashioned way. Fuck it. I gotta get new paper, more bills, because we've shot this too many times. We jammed the gun. We jammed the paper. Yeah, it's still, the battery's working. It's just that it got jammed. I'm not gonna jam right now. Hell yeah. I'm hyped because TBH, pretty eventless week, right? It's like barcode, and then I was like, finally, alright. I told everyone I would enter if it retraced to 50% here. I put the limit fill on the screen, and what we get? We got a good delivery. I was so patient here. Hell yeah. What is that? That's sick. Sickening. Sickening. Let's go. Let's see, guys. We still haven't hit all-time highs. We're gonna get there. Well, what I like to do is, alright, so I took it off here, and I want to see what happens afterwards. Do we go straight to all-time highs? Like, so then I'll note that in my journal. Yeah. I kind of anticipated, like this to be the easy trade. Not many retracements happened here. This now we could have a small retracement. Or more, I don't know. So, let's see here. I'm gonna put this a slash. Slash. Someone said some people are still holding to all-time highs. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. I think it could happen. It's just that this from here to here was pretty much smooth. After it hits first target, it could always retrace more. So that's why I didn't want to do it, because I seriously just, this is a long enough trade. Someone said goat. I'm not the goat. I'm just the queen of NASDAQ. Hit that like button. Your winning vibe is absolutely immaculate. Always happy to see you smash targets. Thank you. Target smashed. Target smashed. Bro. Oh shit, I forgot to put on my yellow glasses today. Bro, I can't see the I can't see the haters right now. Where are they at? Where are they at? Can't see them. Anyway. Great trade. Held for 30 minutes. I'll be happy, you guys. We'll have another party if it hits all-time highs. I'm rooting for you guys that are holding. Like, if I had more contracts, I would, be partialed and then take and hold one to here. The thing I've just been noticing is, like, yeah, if I take 2 contracts, I think it's, like, unwise of me to take a partial one and hold one. Like, you want to partial kind of most out at your first target, especially if it's kind of close to the second target. Because then you want to just, pay yourself for your time and for your trade. Because this was a good RR even from here to here, right? It's pretty much a 2R. It's a 1.7R. It's good. Haters gonna hate, but you're gonna make money all the way to the bank. Yeah. They hate us because they ain't us. Where's the guy that was yelling at me in all caps before? That was wild. He called me dumb. He's like, how is she so dumb she doesn't see bullish structure? Bro, I just needed to wait for my setup. And I needed to just wait for more information after we hit all-time highs on ES. I needed to wait to see what would happen next. I saw so much strain. And I talked to the psychology behind it, saying, like, well, I think that a ton of people are shorter in pain, and that might just keep happening. So it's pretty much that's what's happening. So that was a beautiful little squeeze up there. Those 3 minutes we jumped. Yeah. We jumped like 24 points in 2.5 minutes there. That was sick. I said it was the spool time. It was spool time. After so many people that were probably trying to short versus this high or this high and adding here and adding to their shorts are realizing like, oh shit, and like all these stops are probably here and they got stopped out. Just helps with the psychology of helps me hold longer when I see stuff like that, right? Because then if I'm seeing all these wicks and we're going so slow around here, it helps me hold longer if I try to think about the people that might be in pain, like on the other side of the trade, or other people trying to get into the market. So hit the like button if I help you like stay patient, help you hold on to your trades too. Yeah, Roadrunner, where's that guy? There's always the one guy. There's always people. It doesn't matter. It's the best. It's the best. So I hope it does hit all-time highs for you guys. I didn't hold my trade to go for that because I figured I was just continuously thinking about how those all-time highs are like kind of from over a week ago, like 3 weeks ago now. It's just easier for me to target something that's like from yesterday's action. It's just more in the market memory, and there's more people short versus this high than versus these highs, so it's easier to go for this target. If it's in the last 3 days of the market structure, the price action. And yeah, it was a sick day. Happy. The amount of patience you helped me have is amazing. Just past the 50K count. Thanks, Tiny, from South Africa. Wow. And someone I think this morning said that it's a new year now in Ethiopia. Happy New Year. You like my commentary? Naman Rawaria says, hi, I found your channel from Instagram. Quick question, what time do you come on daily and trade? Pretty much 9:15 a.m. Eastern time every day, Tuesday to Friday. And on Mondays, I'm on the Ninja Trader YouTube channel. Trying to take a withdrawal tomorrow for the weekend. Yeah, I think I'm kind of trying to build up, so I could make like a monthly video from especially my personal account to show like, oh, this is how much I made in September. So far, I think I'm up September just in my personal like 4,500. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, someone donated. Thank you for the donation. Let me see. I hope that I didn't miss it. Hey, Tanya, need some tip after losing my Top Step Live account. Moondog, thanks for the donation. Sorry I didn't see it because I was probably in a trade. Yeah, it sucks, bro, especially if it was a live account. That sucks. You have to kind of just review the trades you took. I don't know how much like you had in that. Did you have enough buffer? Is it just like you went on a losing streak? Then that's whatever. Is it because of your performance, or is it because just your strategy? You didn't adjust to the market conditions. That's kind of two different things that could have happened. If it's psychology, I honestly feel like psychology is easier to fix than if you don't have a trading strategy, because it takes time to learn concepts and to learn what your model looks like. I feel like, but psychology is where everyone struggles with the most for some reason. Because it just takes one bad day to erase a bunch of your, like, you can take one bad day to erase a whole month of gains. And so that's scary. So I don't know, what's the reason why you lost it? I think that's number one. You have to investigate your trades. Did all your trades like follow your model? If they didn't, then it's like a psychology issue. You know, maybe you like chased, right? You could have chased your entry and then you got out for a loss because you chased and then you couldn't hold to your full target, or if it was a negative RR or something. And then the other possibility is you were just going on a losing streak. You followed your model, and the market conditions were not good for your model. So then you didn't adapt to the market conditions quick enough. So yeah, you have to investigate whether if you followed your model and it's just you went out losing streak, then you should have adjusted your risk a bit. In a funded account, you have to adjust your risk if that happens. Meaning you have to just risk less so that you have more time until you figure out what's going on in the market. Maybe you needed to adjust your RR and just take the easy salad money, the low-hanging fruit, because it was a market where it was going seek and destroy. What if it went to it could have gone to your first target and then taken out your stop afterwards, right? So I think that's what we gotta investigate. Let's see. How did you know to enter there? Just put up a fib and enter at 50%. There was an FEG there. How do you copy trade multiple accounts? Filch asks. Check out the link in my description. I used Replicanto, and that's an add-on on NinjaTrader. Basically, it's a one-time payment, right? It's obviously worth it because it's I don't know, it's $200 or something, and you're copy trading as many accounts as you want. It pays for itself in one good trade. But anyway, so I hooked that up. And then it's an add-on software to NinjaTrader, and then it's pretty self-explanatory from there. That's the easiest way to do it. Tanya, what's the brand of your glasses? This one? This is Pair. Pair. These are the ones that I can actually change the lens. I can magnetic, so I can put sunglasses on, and the 4th of July I put on the American flag on them. But the yellow ones are RA Optics. I forgot to switch them today. It's the links in the description. Great trade, great stream. Someone said I'm just $30 short of passing a funding. Funded, good luck. How many accounts are you currently running? 28. Please, what is the initial FEG? Wasn't here at the beginning. Just go to today didn't really help, to be honest with you. It kind of just showed me that we were in a high resistance run environment because we went through it a few times, but it's the first fair value gap after 9:30. So that kind of helped me though, kind of decide to enter at a retracement of this, right? I didn't just enter in here. I entered at 50% retracement on the fib. But anyway, so far, I think it was a good decision for me to just get out here because it's been about another 16 minutes since I got out of my trade. And we did not make a new high. So it's pretty much what I wanted, is to be out by 11:30 and just take that first target. And ES, yeah, I said we could get to 6,600 when I was kind of taking out the standard deviations on the 4-hour. See on NASDAQ actually, where's the standard deviation on NASDAQ for the 4-hour? Did we hit this? On Wednesday? No, right? There's an SMT there. Okay. So for ES, remember I went on the 4-hour. Let me go back to analysis over here. 4-hour, I measured this retracement into this 4-hour. This is a manipulation, like it wiped out some liquidity here. One retraced into here, and I kind of just looked at the extension levels. I said that, yeah, we could get to 6,600 because there's a -1 at 6,608. I like 6,600 as a psychological level. Here's my fib tool if you need a screenshot. I do all this for free. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And the way that you can support the channel is that whenever you get a funded account, use code Tanya. TANJA, so then that supports the channel. And then that helps me keep streaming for free and not start like a paid monthly Discord like everyone else has. Yeah, so like and subscribe, and I'll be back here tomorrow and Friday, 9:15 a.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't be a degenerate today, you guys. Good luck and good trading. Ciao.